Hi, I'm David. I own and operate Country Whatnot Gardens here outside of Rochester, Indiana, which is about an hour south of the Michigan state line. I grow 25 different species and varieties of bamboo, and part of caring for bamboo and other garden plants is managing pests. One of the pests I have to deal with here is the common mole, and they get about yay big and have big shoveling feet, and they burrow. You can see here there's a run that comes along here to this hill, and it nearly got to my gravel pathway out to the garden, and if it had gotten there, it would have absolutely destroyed it. Not only will they destroy garden pathways, they will also destroy your plants. People online will tell you, don't worry about moles, they don't eat roots. While that may be true, and they're after grubs and earthworms in the soil, what they will do is they'll burrow right through, under, and around your root balls. If they don't push a root ball up, they will tunnel around it and make air spaces in the ground so that the roots dry out and die. I once lost 4 Fargesia plants to moles, and that was quite expensive. So after that, I got these traps. These traps are loop traps sold by Nash, not a sponsor. I'm just telling you about them because I like them. They do require some hand strength to set. That's the only drawback. I find them to be more reliable than these spear type traps that have the prongs that go down through the ground. Right here, I set this trap a couple days ago, and this morning I noticed that it's set off. So we're going to find out if the mole is in there. Let's take a look. And there it is, in the mud and everything. So we got the offending vermin right there. He will not be doing this anymore. I believe, I could be wrong, somebody can tell me down in the comments. I believe moles are solitary except for during breeding season. So if you get one out of an area, it might be it, but it's probably a good idea to go ahead and set your trap again anyway. When they're in here like this, you just release it and the animal falls right out. And to set this, this is why I say it needs good hand strength, because you have to take it and pull this down like this while keeping your fingers out of those loops. You bring the trigger mechanism up here and put it into the notch of the pan. And then when you set this down in the ground, these loops will be inside the run. The mole's run will be running this way, parallel to these loops. Your pan right there, your trigger pan right under here, will go into a depression. You'll take your hand or your foot or something and make a depression right in the middle where these 2 loops would go before you put the trap in the ground, so that your pan has a depression to set in. When the mole tunnels through here, it pushes up this pan and it goes off, trapping the mole. Let me get a stick. I'll show you how this works. All right, now pretend this is Mr. Mole. He's been destroying your garden, destroying your crops, your investment, costing you a lot of money. He comes along. He's tunneling through his tunnel this way. He comes to a closed spot in the tunnel where you made that depression for that pan. He pushes up on the pan, and he's caught in the loop. It's very effective. I seldom miss with these traps. I find, like I say, I find them more reliable than some of the other mole traps I've tried. They're really good. You can find these on Amazon. Again, not a sponsor. I get nothing from promoting these. It's just a good idea to have some around if you have mole problems. I have 4 of these particular traps, and I set them around, and it's just good so that you catch what the vermin is faster with 4 of them, because there were runs over there and over there and over there and this one here, and I didn't know which one he was working because they all had active spots at one point when I set these. So anyway, that has been a look at how to deal with vermin and keep them from costing you a lot of money. The traps aren't too costly. They are cheaper to get the traps than to replace your garden plants. I'll put it that way. If you liked the video and found it useful, please give me a like, subscribe, and share. I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, thank you for stopping by and take care. Bye.